Hello everyone, this side Amol Barnwal. I would like to discuss about this Salesforce CPQ Quote PDF template and the code term. Thanks for joining this particular session and thanks for liking my Salesforce CPQ channel on YouTube. I would be pleased to help you guys to configure all this CPQ Quote PDF template on a CPQ platform. I would be discussing about this agenda first. So let me display the agenda here. So here I will be using this code template object and the template content tab as well as the code term tab and the document actually. So these are the four key measures area that I would be touching and give you the detailed knowledge about how you can start configuring this particular code PDF template. Now moving to my Salesforce CPQ environment, I would be having this code template tab, the template content and the code term. I will start with the code template here. So what I'm trying to do here, this one is particular, my org is basically a demo org where I have configured this a JCB related product. This JCB is very renowned organization for excavation related machinery item, and they manufacture it and they sold or they give a lease to a company or a government organization. So these are all few product that we have configured so far. So the product related I am not going to discuss today. I would be discussing how these code template that you can configure in the Salesforce CPQ environment without any code. So go to the code template tab, click on a new button. Then provide a template name called, let's suppose I'm putting a name called JCB code template, and then putting in a deployed name. The logo document ID will discuss in detail how you can set up this logo document ID. Then watermark ID I will discuss in detail. These are the default. Please leave these default top margin, left margin, bottom margin, right margin as it is. The header content will discuss. And the term and condition, the company name. So I have already set up some company name information here. So let me copy this company name first. So I have, let's suppose, ANA Earth Movers, and then company, their bank detail and all. So let me see where I have posted my bank detail. Okay, this is fine. Okay, the company street and company phone and websites, and then okay, the company city called, let's suppose, Noida, the company street called C125A, and then company phone number 012049889994, the company state called Uttar Pradesh, the company postal code 201310, the company country called India. There is a company email ID called sales@jcbindia.com, and just leave this style font as it is, leave this group font as it is. We'll discuss more about these detail also. Leave all this like as it is as for now, then click on save button. So here what I did so far, I have already configured this particular like a code template for now. Now my another objective to show you what all are related list for this particular code template. The code template has one related list called line columns. Then there is a column called section related list. Then there is also a section called additional document. What is the purpose of this section actually? I will cover this line columns later on. I would be go to help you what is actually the meaning of section here. So this code template will have how many section. It talks about the how many section you have. The section meaning that, let me open one of this example. So let's suppose in my code PDF template, I have one cover letter. I have one my bill of material called line item. Then I have my line total and all. And then I have my term and conditions, right? And fourth one is called the additional document related to some my product brochure. Okay. So these are the four PDF pages. Called one is like cover letter should be appear on my code PDF template. The bill of material called line item. The term and conditions should be there, and the brochure should be there actually. So I will start configuring a section. These are what? These are all four sections that has to be there in my Salesforce CPQ PDF template. So I'm checking my video recording first actually. Okay, it has been recorded here. So I will go and click on this new button. I'm putting a name, first section name called cover letter. I will talk about this content also, and the display order call, it can be start from 1020. So I'm putting this 10. The display order is basically on which sequence you would like to print it. If there is a conditional print field, we'll discuss about this conditional print field and all. The border color and group field, I will discuss about this part. The phrase break I need after this section is being displayed, I need a page break. And then if you like to have a printable condition, we'll discuss about this part also. So what I did, I have created this cover letter, a section under this code template. Okay, so the code, this section cover letter, what content you like to print? So let me open this one. This is what the section that I have created. So this section is telling me what content do you like to print. So there is another lookup, there is another table name called template content. So let me tell you what all template content and why do we use this template content. The moment you will hit this new button, what it does, it will give you the some option actually. From that option you can define your template content. So template content, either it can be HTML, either it can be line items, either it can be a code term, whether it can be a custom and template bottom and template top. What is the what all these content type? So here in my scenario, if you see this is the cover letter, I would like to display some HTML graphic images and all. And this will be a line item. I would like to display my table. I would like to display my quantity, the product code, the description of the product, and the list price, discount, and sale price, and total in it, right? So these are all I'll call line item content. So if you say about the cover letter is a section, and HTML within that cover letter is the content actually. So I would be creating a one template content of type called, I will be putting a content name called cover letter content. In this content, I can put the HTML, or either I can put some my own logic or own my text in it. I have already prepared one HTML content, so I will be just copying and pasting here. and the click on source button. So here you see, so in my template, this is what the template content will look like. So in your template, you see the first it will appear with the quote number, on which date it is being created, what would be my expiry date, to whom I wanted to bill it, and what is the billing address and delivery address, what all my company GST number, what will be my primary contact phone number, what will be my company primary contact email ID and all. Then I would be displaying that, dear sir, this is to refer to your requirement of machine number this and subsequent discussion. We are pleased to offer you a JCB make, the machine name and the model name, along with the software, along with accessories, and then click on save button. So this is what the template content that I have defined so far. Now this cover letter content I will be using under this cover letter, a section that I have created, and click on save button. Now what I did so far, I have created one template content and one template. In this template, I have one section called cover letter. So one template content with the cover letter is being created, and one section is being created with the template content also. So now let's see and run how this code PDF will look like. I am going to click on a code tab, opening up any one of the template, any one of the code. There is an option called printable view. So this printable view will give you the how our code PDF will look like. Well, this one is the standard one, sorry for that. So there is an option called preview document. So now I clicked on this preview document. It's searching for all the template that I have defined in my system. I will be selecting this JCB code template that I have defined. Click on a preview button. Fine. Now here you see, this is my quote number, these are my expiry date and all. Here this particular code template will look like to this one, and then there is a number called this, dear sir, this for your requirement of the machine and subsequent discussion, we are pleased to offer you this recipe make and model number. These are the field or unknown fields, actually we haven't these are our custom field that we have already defined it. And I have put this name called for your truly for ANA. So this will be a one first page for your a cover letter. Then now it's time to show the a bill of material section. So now my in my code PDF, I have my first section called cover letter, then line item. So now I'm going to click on code template and then selected this template, clicked on related item. In this related item, I have another section called line item, right? So before going to the line item, I would have to first create the template content of line item type. So I have already created this line item content. Go and create the line item content. How you can create? So click on a new button, choose a line items, click on continue, and then put JCB quote line item content. Then font family, put it standard, click on save button, move to the code template, select the JCB code template, go to the related item, create another section, put a section name called line item section. Again, I need a page break after, and then the template content should be again a JCB line item, quote line item content, and then click on save button. Sorry, so I haven't mentioned this the order sequence number. So sequence number is also been mandatory, so I'll have to put this 20 actually. So because after like a cover letter, I would like to print my after my cover letter, I have to put the JCB quote line item content. So I will have to put this template content sequence number or order number to 20. Click on save button. So now let's go and check again how this code PDF will look like. I'm navigating back to my preview button again. Click on preview button. So till now what I have done, I have created a one code template with the two template section, one template section with the template content called cover letter, another template section is called line item with the template content called line item content. So this one is my first cover letter page. The another page is called my bill of material, where I do have following product, following descriptions, unit price, discounted price, and the extended price. So this is how it will look like. Now coming to the another sections where I talked about, I do have also like a term and condition section. So I'm navigating to the code term first because I have to define the code term here. Click on a code term, click on a new button, then putting a print order call. Let's suppose I have 10. It's called active. This is called approved, and then so I will have to create a new template content also. So before proceeding with the code term, I'll have to pick up the one template content called of code term type. I'm putting a template content name called JCB code term, and the click on save button. So I have created a template content of type JCB code term. Then I have to create a code term name called JCB term and condition, called 10, mark it active. I will discuss about this logged and all, and then the template content called JCB code term. I have already some term and condition which I already have created some term and condition text file. Going and clicking on this code term conditions, copying and pasting here, and then click on save button. So this is what the code term that I have created here. Now it's time to create a section under the code template, correct? So I'm going to dig onto the opening up this JCB code template, go to the related item, click on new, put a section called name called term and condition. So yeah, display order called 30, the content called quote term, JCB quote term. Then I need again a break and then click on save button. So how it is been doing, what it does, it will go to the term and condition to be printed, and this term and condition is associated with this JCB code term, and JCB code term is, this code term is now is basically defined with this code term that I have defined so far. So the moment I have clicked on this code and then picked up this code and click on print preview option, preview document, choose the JCB code template, click on preview. So now this code preview or code PDF should have a three section. One is for your proposal letter, second one is for your bill of material, the third one is called your term and condition. So this is what all a term and condition that I have inputted here. Then the fourth section will be your acceptance letter actually. So I just skip to map it here. So the fourth section should be the acceptance, customer signature and acceptance. Customer signature. So now I am going to create another template content of type called HTML. Let me take this template bottom. Okay, so I'm picking up this template bottom template. I'm putting this temp and the company sign, company signature, template content. Here, if there is any notes, then the term and condition title I do not want to put here. The notes are enough, note title and notes. And then I need this signature and the print name, and there if there is something, some signature and name and print and the title number and the effective date should be appear. And click on save button. So I have created this template content for my signature page actually. So I'm going to dig onto the code template again. Going to click on JCB, then related item. Under related item, I would like to create another section. So I have now what all my section that I have. I have cover letter, line item, term and condition. Now after term and condition, I would like to take the signature of my customer. Call signature, company signature. A display order call 40. The template content called this company signature. I need some page break after, before, click on save. So now you see I'm going to click on this code, selecting this code one more time, go and click on preview document, click on preview, oh sorry, JCB code template, click on preview button, So what I did so far, I have created this code template with the template content of cover letter, created another section called bill of material line item with the template content called line item, and the term and condition with the code term and condition. The customer signature is again another template content of HTML type. So now here you see I do have first page for my cover letter, second for the bill of material, the third page for my all conditions that I have. After my condition, here you see the last I do have my signature where the company will give a sign and all. For this this signature, I have posted one CPQ DocuSign integration actually. So with help of this DocuSign signature feature, you can enable and install this DocuSign on your Salesforce CPQ environment. And I have given you the detailed knowledge about this CPQ and DocuSign integration altogether. Please go ahead and see what all DocuSign is going to like help you for the signature stuff. So this is what I have done so far. Now I would like to add some more component under this TCP code template. So I am skipping this logo document ID. I would be going with this watermark ID now. So what is the purpose of this watermark ID? So let's suppose one of your code PDF which is not yet approved. On that code PDF you would like to uh, give a like watermark behind, so that whenever any sales rep which is not which code is required for some kind of like approval, and that code document is not yet approved, and you like to print a draft as a watermark on your code PDF document. So this draft watermark, how you can use in your Salesforce CPQ environment, I would like to discuss next item. So for this watermark document, what you have to do, you have to first navigate to the Salesforce, switch to the Salesforce Classic environment, and then go to the document tab, and then there is a Salesforce CPQ assets. This is dot watermark which is already been installed and defined. You can change this dot watermark also based on your convenient or based on your need. So this is what all your dot watermark would will image will look like. So what you have to do, you have to just grab this draft watermark from the dot watermark ID document ID from your Salesforce CPQ after converting or switching from Lightning environment to the classic environment. Grab this document ID, draft watermark document ID, switching back to the Salesforce CPQ environment, go to the code template. The record ID that you have find for this draft watermark document ID, you will have to update under this watermark ID and click on save button. I have put this word draft watermark ID. On the code now, there is a field called watermark, print watermark. Some checkbox is there, so that checkbox has to be checked to print the dot watermark zone. This is the main checkbox that you will have to mark this watermark zone. So this watermark zone is a checkbox. You can make it true based on your condition with help of process builder or workflow rule field update. Click on save button. Now whenever any salesperson is going to generate a code PDF document for this Q01, the moment I hit a generate document and select the JCB code template and click on preview, So now you see this dot watermark will be viewed on my every page which is generated from the Salesforce CPQ platform. So this dot watermark, you'll have to just go and create and upload the document and grab those document ID and update here in our code template. Now moving to the another item where I would like to discuss about this header content and footer content. Now again, how to use this header content and footer content. Let's suppose on my code PDF document I have my own company's logos and address. So I will go to this template content. I will click on a new button. So what I am trying to do here is I am going to create a one HTML content which is called header content. This header content I have defined already some template actually. So I will go and select some header content that I have defined and then copying and pasting here. So let me navigate to the source, paste it here. Here you go. So in this what you have to do, I need some my logo here. So I will select my JCB logo, choose a file, click on JCB, insert this file, or you can also grab some JCB direct logo URL. So let's suppose I am opening this JCB company here. Give me a moment. Let me see whether I am able to grab this image. Copy this link address. Now inspect element. Okay, so I need this JCB logo here. So JCB logo. Copy image address. Then insert this image, click on web address, put this URL and click on insert. You can resize this size also based. So before like printing on your code header section, this has to be resized also. So I have selected like a very bigger a picture here. So this should not be the case actually. So you'll have to make sure which size of image that you are inputting here. So click on save button. Now I have created one header section where my company address and all will be printed, right? And the same the header content I am going to use in my code template header. So there is another section called code template section, header section. Click on edit. Header content. Click on save. Now go and click on preview button one more time. And let's see what all changes is being made here. So what it does, this header content will be printed on my every code PDF pages which is being generated here. So these are all like my address is being printed very badly because I do not have put it any like margin here. So I will have to put some margin so that this should be displayed accordingly actually. So let me put some margin, then you will see it should be best fit. So let me go and put some margin. Let me go to this template content section. I am putting this margin of top margin called 2, let's suppose, or 1. I made these changes. Let me see the effect here. So for every content section, I have put it some margin. Actually, you'll have to make sure this header has to be printed with some top margin and all. So again, this one is my address is coming better, but again this image is got printed over that. So let me put some more, and this image of my is very much big in size also. So please make sure your logo should be very precise and very good in size, so that it should be printed very in good manner actually. So here you see I have put some 2 spacing margin. So it got okay. So let me remove this header logo that is disturbing my content actually as of now. So I would go to this template content and header content, and then click on edit button, remove this logo for now. uh, let me grab some other logo if I have. Salesforce logo. Okay, so I'm just leaving for this logo piece later on. We'll discuss in detail also. Let me see how this my preview will look like for now. So now here you see I have my header is being displayed. So if you have your logo will be also displayed on that. And similarly you'll have to put some margin here. So on your every template section you will have to put some top margin. So click on related item and then click on this view all sections. So put this top margin call 1. I have to put the top margin for every other sections also. So now now if I print and preview this code PDF document, you will see this top margin got added very perfectly here, and I have separated with these header part. Now this will look like to this one, and this one the term and condition. The another one is for your ANA, this code PDF term and condition, and then the last one is for your signature one. This is how your code PDF will look like. Now I would like to just give you the another heads up on code term part. So sometime what it happen, the sales rep also would like to change the code term based on the discussion with the customer actually. So sometime they would like to modify the code term. The moment you will hit the code term, modify code term, as a sales rep, I would like to change my code term after discussion with the customer. So I will go and click on a modify code term on button on the code itself, and then I will pick up this a template. So this is my JCB code template. These are all like again a editable format it is been giving. So let's suppose you would like to add some contract and condition here. You would like to change some email ID and all. If you have some basis of sale contract, or if you have some warranty changes or even payment pricing changes, right? So if any information you like to change, let me add some warranty here, or warranty and support. Give me a second. So I have added, let's suppose in 1.1, 1.2, 1.3 and 1.4, I would like to add one more a point called 1.5. The payment term is 30% advance and 70% on delivery. And then click on save button. So now this code will have this additional line called payment terms. This code term is only being editable whenever you have set it, your code term is called unlocked actually. So now if I am generating, as it says, if I am generating this code PDF document, I will have and I will see those additional code term that I have added as a sales rep actually. So the moment I will click on this preview button, and I'm generating this code PDF document after amending the code term, right? So here you see this a payment term called 30% advance and 70% on delivery. This edited by this particular like a code template, code term is being edited by our sales rep. It is not edited by the Salesforce administrator actually. So these code term, whether defined by the company, whether it is editable by the sales rep or an individual or not, these are the switches or these are the control as a admin you can configure under the code template, code term. So I am going to click on this code term and selecting this JCB one that I have defined again, and these are all code term that I have defined so far. I would like to change my code term to be not editable, so just make sure to click on locked. So the moment you have selected this field, so this will not be editable. Hold on. Okay, so what it does, Salesforce automatically creates a duplicate term and condition for the related code actually. So here you see I have one standard code term and another one is a copied code term actually. Let me show you the differences here. The two code term which is being defined by a Salesforce administrator will not be affected if those code term is being changed by a sales rep, right? So this code term is not containing any code and the standard term or something, it is not logged. And after modification done by the code term, what it does, it will create a copy of that environment, that copy of that code term actually. So if as a Salesforce administrator, if I have already logged my code term, so these code term will not be updated, will not be editable by the sales rep actually. So this is what the purpose of using the logged and unlogged features for the code payment code term. Now moving to the another work item, let me open the code template, else I can just give you the detail here. Okay. Again, this footer content, you can define all this like a footer content and all, as similar to the header content that I have defined. And I'm pretty much sure you guys are aware about this this printing or using this a merge field also. So in my like a header content, how you can use this merge field is being very simple. All your if you have picking up from the template page, you'll have to just put the template. So these are the detail are available on your article, and you can see in the Salesforce CPQ article. Let me show you the CPQ article also. So this article will help you to use the merge field. If you wanted to pick the data from the template, you'll have to pick this a template exclamation with template. If you wanted to pick the data from the code, you'll have to pick the exclamation code. Then if you are using this a primary contact, you'll have to use this. Then sales rep, you'll have to this. So here are some examples that you see. This is the article called CPQ merge field. Just go and grab this field. I will also publish this a code PDF yeah, PPT that I am creating here. Let me put this for your example. Okay, this is what for merge field. Click on save button. So guys, I am done with my session. In my next session, I will be more discussing on how to dynamically print the template sections based on the code condition. The second, I would like to discuss about how you can dynamically change your code PDF content, code PDF name. So 2 or 3, 4 more use case and use scenario I will discuss in another session. And thanks for joining my call. Thanks for joining my Salesforce CPQ channel. Please guys, please do share this Salesforce CPQ channel to your friends, colleagues. It is free of cost. I'm not going to charge, and I'm not going to ask for any consultancy here. So please guys, if you please do share and like the Salesforce CPQ channel. Thank you.